Ram. Welcome all. Today is the start of Sita Lakshmi Gurukulam's academic year of 2024-2025. And on this important day, we have a very special guest with us, Shri Srirama Chakaradhar. Srirama Chakaradhar is an established author, a personality trainer, and a passionate teacher. He did his higher education in the prestigious BITS Pilani with honors and chose to dedicate his life to guiding others through Valmiki Ramayana and other great texts through the guidance of His Holiness Shri Tridandi Chinnajiyar Swamigal. He has authored 3 very insightful texts, Tapasvi, Manasvi and Tavasmi. Tavasmi is a 4-volume comprehensive analysis of Srimad Valmiki Ramayana, which guides humans to be men by understanding and mirroring the values shown by Sri Rama. Manasvi has 2 volumes which depicts the conversations between Manasvi, a mother, and her daughter Tavasmi. Its aim is to guide people on a transformational journey, gaining clarity on the choices that they make in life, assessing the efforts required to reach the desired goal, how to lead a life, and many other insights. Tapasvi also has 2 volumes built on the conversation between Tapasvi, a research scholar, and a student Tavasmi. It takes case studies from Ramayana and guides readers on imbibing life-transforming skills from Rama. We are fortunate to have such a great and knowledgeable personality with us today. It is my distinct honor and privilege to welcome Shri Rama Chakaradhar. Sita Ram.
You can speak like this. Not required. You want to speak?
No.
काश्यपान्वय संजातं नारायण पदाश्रितं श्रीमन्नारायणं वन्दे यतीश्वरश्रियाजुषम् ओम अस्मद्गुरुभ्यो नमः ओम अस्मत्सर्वगुरुभ्यो नमः ओम अस्मत्परमगुरुभ्यो नमः जय श्री राम. So I'm feeling very, it's our privilege. My team is here, Ms. Deepthi and Janvi also. It's a privilege to stand in front of you, that too in the presence of the great Guru Rangan Swami. We lack words because it's a divine experience. We were craving to be part of this ashram, to visit this ashram, take Swamiji's blessings since more than almost 1.5 years. So fortunately we got in touch with him recently and we were able to be part of this now. So as our Guruji was talking about the books that we have authored, Tavasvi, Tapasvi, Manasvi, they gave me a qualification as author, but it becomes a theft if I say I am the author, because it is already written by Valmiki. Correct or not? Yes or no? If I have written something else, then I can claim myself to be an author. But if I am presenting the same thing from somebody else's works, I should not claim myself as an author. Yes or no? All of you are comfortable with English? Yes. I can speak English and Telugu, maybe a bit of Hindi here and there, a broken Hindi. English comfortable, right? Yes. Yeah. So we are not the authors of the book. It is just that we have put in some research and presented a perspective which is relevant for the current day students. There is nothing that has been authored. Everything, the credit is Valmiki's. Because we can't, at least I feel that we can't even touch the grain of sand of the Valmiki's foot. That's humanly impossible, because the kind of mastery that he has and the command that he has in presenting Ramayana is absolutely fantastic. As a child, I was very much interested or taken away by the skills of Rama, or the exploits of Hanuman, not by Rama majorly, but by the exploits of Hanuman, because Hanuman is jumping here and there, I remember my aunt singing Sundarakanda by M.S. Ramarao. There is a Sri M.S. Ramarao Garu Sundarakanda is there, in Telugu. There is he has actually exactly translated the Sundarakanda of Valmiki into Telugu in the form of songs. So when the lullabies were singing, I remember those lullabies were sang to me. Then I was curious about how Hanuman could jump, how Hanuman could hit Surasa, how Hanuman could hit, not hit Surasa, but Simhika, and how he managed with Surasa. Then he went to Lankini. Those are all fascinating for me. So mostly motivated by Hanuman, I entered into Ramayana. So I did not know, okay, Rama is there, Sita is there, I'll take namaskaram from them, and then, but it's always like I used to have one stick or one gada and then behave like Hanuman at my home. That's what I remember vaguely if I recollect my childhood. But after that, when I entered into this profession, I realized that money cannot give you satisfaction. So as Sir was saying, Swamiji was saying, I'm from BITS Pilani, You must have heard about BITS Pilani, right? BITS Pilani's, IITs, BITS, NITs, all these are. So with good education, with the blessings of teachers and parents, we got into that institute, and you get a good job, very nicely paid job. And once you get money, then starts the real craving. Before you get money, you always feel that money is what you work for. I want this much salary, I want this kind of a person to be like my husband, I want this kind of girl to be my... Everything is in terms of money. But once you taste money, the beauty of money is it gives you clarity that money is not the purpose of life. That's the beauty of money. Till you go behind it, it makes you feel that is what makes your life. But once you have it, it makes you realize that I am not the purpose of life, I am just a means in life. So maybe, with God's grace and Acharya Anugraham, I realized there is something more than money, and then entered into Ramayana. So when I entered Ramayana, I remember my initial days, I wanted to write a piece of book, probably maybe a 200 pages book or something, and give clarity to, and I wanted to establish myself as an author. This is how I started. I understand at this juncture I can realize how immature was my thought, but I wanted to write a book on Ramayana because there are so many books. So many people are writing books on Ramayana, Mahabharata, Bhagavad Gita, Bhagavatam and all. I also thought I should go in the same line, and I should also be an established author and earn name, fame, money, whatever it is. It started in 2012. Which year? 2000? Once I entered into Valmiki Ramayana, I realized, okay, 200 pages it is not going to fit in, maybe I will make it 300 pages. Okay. Then I started my journey. My, colleague, Deepthi is there here, we started together. Then we were thinking how to make it more relevant for the students. Then I started reading Ramayana. Then actually I started reading Valmiki Ramayana. Till then I have so many Ramayanas in my mind. I have, Ravana's, fantasies. I had this, there are so many fantasies, right? I think, you are being professionally trained in Ramayana, so you know what kind of, deviations and distortions are there about Ramayana. So I was moved by those, but when I started reading Ramayana, I understood that all of these are fake. All of these are false. So in 2012, I started writing this book, and fortunately, I ended up understanding that to understand Ramayana, I should know a bit of Sanskrit. Otherwise, it is very difficult to understand. Tapaswadhyaya niratam tapasvi vagvidamvaram naradam paripapracha valmikir munipungavam. If I read the sloka, everybody wrote, okay, Valmiki has questioned Narada. In English, I have just made it in simple sentence, but why did Sanskrit is used? Why was Sanskrit used? So much of intonation, so much of ucharana, so much of grammar. So then I understood, I need to understand a bit of Sanskrit. So we started, we started learning a bit of Sanskrit. Then in 2012 it started, till 2018 we could not come out of Ramayana. Almost 6 years we were reading only. We were like lost in the sea or the ocean, and we don't know what to present. We never know what to present. The research is going on completely. Every sloka that we have met, it is, what I felt was, every sloka, every pada, every akshara in Ramayana is trying to communicate something with us. It is trying to talk to us. And am I having that ability to talk? For example, you go to a forest or a mountain, mountainous range. Our signal is very weak in the mobile phone, correct? You will not be able to communicate to the other person. So if I have to communicate to the other person, what should I do? I should go to a place, or I should have a signal booster with me, right? These days, lot of people are having these signal enhancers on the top of their homes also to avoid any signal loss. Then I understood there has to be this installation that has to happen in my heart. If I have to understand Ramayana, or if I have to talk about Ramayana standing in front of people, I should first understand what Ramayana is talking to me. When I started, I told about Valmiki, being a legendary and none of us can touch him, because if we write the book, it becomes a lifeless book. These books are lifeless. They are not, having any life. But the beauty of Valmiki is he wrote a book which is full of life. Full of life. It is just that you have to experience. It enriches your, forget about money, family and all. It feeds your soul. Soul? Who is the soul? What is the soul? Atma. What is Atma? Atma is midnight, 12 o'clock, when you go out, something will come in the form of to scare you. Is that the Atma? Is that the Atma? And Paramatma is bigger soul, the bigger Bhuta, is it? Is that how you define Atma? Atma means, who is Atma? Huh? You are Atma? Very good. Atma, we are Atma. We are not this body. In Bhagavad Gita it is very clearly explained. But anyway, let's not go into that discussion now. It feeds the Atma. You get Atmananda. Atmananda is something which cannot be earned just like that. That's the beauty of Ramayana. So it took 7+ years to publish our first book. I am not saying authoring the first book, I am saying publishing the book. Remember this. Thank you for calling me an author, but for the sake of this market that is there around, the society that is around, unfortunately I have to keep myself as an author. Otherwise, few rules and regulations are not applicable. Otherwise, we would like to call ourselves as somebody who have published this, who have collated this. We are collators of Ramayana, the perspectives of Ramayana. So after 7 years, the book was published, and when I started reading Ramayana, I understood that job is not giving me satisfaction. So I left my job. When I left my job, when you leave your job, will people keep quiet around you? You have parents, you have wife, you have society, you have relatives. Fortunately, I delayed my kids because I don't want to have kids before I finish reading Ramayana. So there was no obligation of kids at that point in time. Everybody started putting a bit of pressure. You are not earning. You have studied in the best of the colleges. See your friends, they have settled in Canada, US, Australia, Europe, America. I was like, that social pressure was always there. And also, you this is a social pressure, but there is something called internal pressure, right? You also wanted to be successful, yes or no? How many of you don't want to be successful in life? Please raise your hand. How many of you don't want to be successful in life? Everybody wants to be successful in life, right? In whatever we do. Even if a mother is cooking food, she wants to give the best food, right? That is success, correct? Even if we are listening today, you are listening to me because you want to get something out of it. So anything we do, we want to be successful. I also have that insecurity. How can I am writing a book and who will encourage it? I am not a Swamiji, right? I am not a Swamiji. I am not an author. I am not having a background. I am not having political support. I am not having monetary support. But the only trust that I had was one single statement. Rama Prabhavat Ascharyam. What is that? Rama Prabhavat? You don't know the play of Rama. He makes a monkey to be God. Okay? He makes a person who is roaming on the streets like Sugriva to be the king. Correct or not? He makes Vibhishana, who is abandoned, who is humiliated, to be the king. Correct or not? He gave moksha to Jatayu. Can a man give moksha to Jatayu? See, moksha michet? Moksha michet? So when Janardana has to give moksha, this Rama is a man, no? How can a man give moksha? Have you ever questioned? How many of you read Ramayana here? How many of you read Ramayana here? All of you. Have you read the story of Jatayu? So after Jatayu, what happened? Jatayu's incident. Rama said? What Rama said? Chalokan Anuttaman. Can Rama say that, being a human being? That is Rama Prabhava. That is. And the answer is there only. I think you can talk to your teachers and get why Rama and how Rama have that power. But this one sentence, Rama Prabhavat Ascharyam, has given me a lot of boost. Of course, ups and downs are there. Sometimes I used to wake up at 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock in the morning and start writing. And sometimes in the morning. And the part of our book is, it is conversation. It is conversation between a dad and daughter. So when the conversation is like that, I have to think like a student also. I have to think like a father also. So my statements as a child should be like a child only. My statements as a father should be like a father only. So my wife used to get scared to come closer to me. You know why? Because she don't know whether I am a child now or a father now. Okay. Sometimes she used to come and I used to be like very, down to earth, talking to her in a so humble way, compassionate way like a child. Sometimes she used to come to me and ask something whether I am coming for food or not. If she asked it for a second time, I used to say, hey, go, get lost, go, don't disturb. So that multiple split personality has also come because of Rama Prabhavam. Okay. So my wife always used to tell me that I am scared, I will put a message to you, you see the message and come. I will not come closer to you. Okay. But I am telling you, this is a very transformative journey for myself. I don't know how these books have transformed others, but this content that we have researched has transformed me for sure, and I'm sure my team also have experienced the same. To read Ramayana, to understand Ramayana, first we should have right intent, that commitment. What do we say? Commitment. And once commitment is there, you get a right teacher. Once a right teacher is there, you should have Viswasam. What is it? Is it confidence or faith? What should we have when we study? Confidence or faith? Confidence or faith? Huh? Confidence. I am very confident that my dog will save my home when I am not at my home. Okay? Faith. How do you differentiate faith from confidence? You don't give the responsibility to other. In faith, you surrender. What do you do in faith? What is faith called in Sanskrit? Vishwasam, Saranagati. You have to do Acharya Saranagati. When you do Sharanagati to Acharya, he will make you like Rama. He will transform you like Rama. Where is it present? How is it present? You are coming because mic is given to you, you are talking all nonsense. Is there any authenticity for what we are discussing? Is there any authenticity? The first sloka of Ramayana talks about this. Tapasvadhyaya niratam tapasvi vagvidam varam naradam paripapracha Valmiki muni pungavam. Who asked the question? Valmiki. To whom? How is Narada qualified? What are the qualifications of Narada? First of all, tell me, what do you mean by the word Narada? Narada, who is Narada? In movies they show, no? Is that the way he is there? Or what do you mean by Narada? Narada is definitely a personality in our history, but what actually the word means? Narada. How do you say, how do you understand that? Naramu, Gnanamu. Narayanan's Dasa, very good. Absolutely brilliant, very nice. Naramu, Gnanamu, Da, somebody who gives Gnanamu. So somebody who bestows knowledge to you. Naramu, Agnanam, Da, Chedinchuvadu, that means who dispels the ignorance. The person who has the ability to dispel your ignorance, the person who has the ability to bestow knowledge can be called as or attributed as Narada. So who is Narada for us? Our Acharya. Correct or not? Our Acharya is Narada for us. Anyway, so this sloka talks about 3 attributes of Narada. What are those? Tapasvadhyaya niratam. Next. Vagvidam varam. Next. Muni pungavam. Tapasvadhyaya niratam means somebody who is dedicating his life for a purpose. That is tapas, correct or not? Let me trivialize this. Swamiji, please correct me if I am going wrong. Okay. Tapas means you are doing something very intensely, correct or not? An intense practice in something is tapas, yes or no? Yes or no? Some did for something else, but we are doing tapas for Ramayana, correct or not? What is the purpose of this ashram? The purpose of this ashram is Ramayana, correct? So we are doing tapas in Ramayana. Not just that tapas, but we also try to practice it, swadhyaya. So whatever we learn, we practice. Yes or no? So the first attribute of a teacher is to learn and practice. You should not come to me and tell me that I am a biology teacher, I can talk about cockroaches but I will not cut cockroach and explain. Yes or no? You should not come to me and tell me I teach evaporation of water but I will not do the experiment with evaporation of water. So a teacher should have both practical and theoretical and practical knowledge. Then only we are complete. Yes or no? Next, Vakvidam varam. Vagvidam, the best in communication. Narada is Vagvidam varam, the best in the best of the community, the best among the best. So whatever I learn, whatever I practice, if I can't teach you, will I be able to teach you something? If I talk to you, you should be able to understand what I am talking, right? Yes or no? So when I am talking to you, you should be able to understand, and I should be able to influence you of what I know. That means I have to create an impact on you. That kind of communication skill which will impact the student is highlighted in Vagvidam Varam. So one, he has to be a continuous learner and practitioner. Second, he should have eloquent and impactful communication skills. Correct or not? Third, Muni Pungavam. Correct or not? Muni means what? Muni Pungavam means somebody again who is the best among the Munis. What is Muni? What is Muni? Manana Shilaha. The another definition is somebody who follows the oath of silence, Maunam. Maunam, somebody who is following the oath of Maunam. Somebody who could not understand Ramayana, who wanted to understand, it is not my cup of tea. What do you mean by this? It is not my cup of tea. When I say this, what do you mean by this? It's not my interest. Very good. When you want to say it is not of my interest or it is not of my choice, then you say it is not my cup of tea. But when I was talking to somebody, he is telling that he took it literally. He said that there is no cup. Why are you talking about, it's not my cup. Literally there is something, there is something called Vakyartha, there is something called Vyangyartha. Vakyartha means the literal meaning of what you are reading. Vyangyartha means the secret, the hidden message. Correct or not? The passwords, the mobile password. Yes or no? What is the secret encoded in this? That is Vyangyartha. Unfortunately, people who doesn't understand the meaning of Vyangya, they made it as double meaning. It is not double meaning, is it hidden meaning? Maunam here doesn't refer to silence. Maunam here refers to Mananam. So you are always doing contemplation of what you want to do. This is called as absorbed. Even if you take it as Maunam, which is silence, the teacher will follow the oath of silence in whatever it is not required. Now you are running a beautiful ashram, it's a sacred ashram here. If somebody comes here and talks about movies, how should a teacher behave? He should follow the oath of silence. Correct or not? Then he is following the oath of silence. For example, one of your friends have called you for the opening of his movie hall. Then you go there. Then Ramayana conversation came in. Then you will speak. When you are in a movie hall, you speak about Ramayana. When you are here, you don't talk about a movie. So whatever is required, you talk. Whatever is not required, you will not talk. That is the attribute of a teacher. So how many attributes of teacher are there? Tapasvadhyaya niratam, which is learning and practice to go hand in hand. Vagvidam Varam, impactful communication. 3, Muni Pungavam, always be absorbed and you step in when is required and step out when it is not required. Correct or not? In life also a lot of problems gets resolved by this principle, step in, step out. You understand? Unfortunately, all the problems are coming when you step in when it is not required. Correct or not? In life, I think you people should be telling me because you have experienced much better, more life than me. What about a student? What about a student? What are the attributes of a student? Tapasvi Valmiki. Only Tapasvi? How did Valmiki question Narada? Paripapracha. Papracha means? Papracha means? Ask. Paripapracha means? Well asked. What is that wellness in asking? What is the wellness of asking for a student? When will a teacher give you good answers? If you go there and say, hey, tell me, what is A plus B whole square? If a student goes to teacher and say that, tell me what is a plus b whole square. Will a teacher be impressed to answer you? If you go and ask, Guruji, can you please tell me what is a plus b whole square? Then he will be impressed, right? Same thing Valmiki has done. Paripa Vinayam. What is it? Paripapracha is giving Vinayam. But to question, and that curiosity will lead you to questioning. That question should be in humble form, Vinayam. So, Tapasvi talks about curiosity, Paripapracha talks about Vinayam. And there is another attribute. This Paripapracha is posed to whom? Paripapracha Naradam, Paripapracha. That means for a teacher, this guy is asking. That means he has faith in Acharya. So what should be the third attribute of a student? Acharya Nishta. What is it? Acharya, faith in the teacher. So what are the attributes of students? What are the important attributes of students? One, humility. The other, curiosity. The other, faith in the teacher. Sir, I have humility, I have curiosity, but I don't believe my teacher. So whatever he tells, he will not be able to appreciate it. You will open Google and say that, sir, your Google is better than you. Correct or not? So, what is the difference between Google and a teacher? Tell me. What is the difference between a Google which has lot of information and a teacher who is limited in information? Teacher who is limited in information, Google which is unlimited in information, what is the difference? Search and research. Okay, very good, madam. Huh? Bhava. Okay, very good. Huh? I'm sorry? I'm sorry. We can't trust Guru. Trust Google. Okay, okay. I thought he can't trust teacher. Okay. Yeah, please. Bye. Artificial and natural intelligence. Very good. Somebody else was saying. Teacher knows the child better. There are two important things about, of course, all of you are right. I just want to encapsulate in two words. One, information when processed becomes knowledge. Knowledge when applied contextually becomes wisdom. Acharya is having wisdom. Google is having information. You understand the difference? First difference is Acharyas are bestowed with wisdom, not information. Second, as the child has told, natural. It is a natural emotion. When you see the teacher, no, you feel like falling at his feet. Have you ever fallen at the feet of Google? Huh? You will never feel like. Even Google CEO comes, you go and feel like giving a handshake, but you don't feel like falling at his feet. The reason is, that is the natural emotion that is ingrained in our blood. It's a natural relationship that we have with another human who is dispelling our ignorance. This is the difference between it. So how many attributes we have discussed about teacher and student now? Teacher, 3. What are those? Tapasvadhyaya niratam, Vagvidamvaram, Munipungavam. Student, Tapasvi, Paripapracha, Naradam Paripapracha. In first verse of Ram, this is the first verse, right? Is there any other verse? Is there any other verse we have created? Valmiki has written this as the first verse of Ramayana. And he started with the word Ta. Ta. What is the significance of the word Ta? Letter Ta? Takaro Vignanasakaha. Takaro Saukyadhayakaha. So it is this principle is there, I think. So when you start something, you want to make a good start, right? See, why are we here today? We have to make a good start for the academic year, correct or not? For this academic year, You are starting today to be the best day. Similarly, when composing 24,000 slokas, don't you think Valmiki would have thought about having the best verse as his first verse? And now this is the first verse. When this is the first verse, why is this first verse? Valmiki is clearly trying to tell us that, Are bhai, when you want to read, understand, practice anything, first make sure your teacher-student relation is strong. Yes or no? If your teacher-student relation is wrong, there is no exchange of emotion, there is no exchange of wisdom. All that happening is cramming that happens there. Nothing else will happen. You will be able to, just recite the slokas, but nothing else will happen. Valmiki is communicating, teachers must have this quality. Students must have this quality. Only then knowledge can be imparted. People can be transformed from a person to personality. Yes or no? How many attributes should be there for a teacher? Wrong. How many? How many did I say? How many attributes for a teacher? 3. How many attributes for a student? 3. But I am asking the question again, how many attributes should be there for a teacher? How many? 6. Why? A teacher should have the attributes of a student also. Correct or not? Unless a teacher behaves like a student, he can never become a teacher. So teacher must have 6 qualifications. Student must have 3 qualifications. And why am I using the word qualification? Just by joining in a school, you are not going to be considered as a student, my dear friend. Please understand, I have paid fees. So, are you buying the tag of student by paying some fees? Teacher, students, a person is called as a student only when he has certain attributes. Not just by being in a school you are going to be called as a Shishya. Yes or no? You have to, your Acharya should tell you that, oh, you are a Shishya. That is when that you become a student. Till then you are pseudo student. You are not a student, you are just trying to be a student. See, if I am preparing for IAS exams, will I be called an IAS officer? If a mother is carrying a child, will she be called as a mother? When will she be called as a mother? Only when she delivers the baby, correct? Similarly, a person is called as a student only when an Acharya certifies it. You understand the importance of being a student? These teacher and student are qualifications. They are not just the taglines or the brand names that you buy with money. You people are fortunate. I am telling you with all confidence. You people are fortunate to be in the presence of a vibrant Guru. Not just a learned Guru. A vibrant Guru who can just dispel your ignorance, transfer wisdom to you and influence the rest of the world just by his mere presence. Just by his mere presence. So, on this wonderful day, let us be thankful to Guru Acharya and let us be thankful to the God who has given Acharya, and let us be thankful to our parents who have left us with this Acharya. So, how many people we should be grateful today? How many? Again 3. Who are those? Parents, God, Acharya. Why? Can somebody tell me? Mother and father has given this body. Without this body, can we exist? If you want to try, I will tell you. Close your nose, close your ears, close your mouth and stay there for 1 minute. How many of you can do it? You can try. If you want to close your nose without opening your mouth, you can try for 1 minute or 2 minutes or 3 minutes. When this body is not there, that is the kind of suffocation that we will be experiencing. But fortunately, our parents, our mother and father has given this body to us. So we are experiencing life because of father and mother. This is called Sharira Janma, or Yoni Janma, or Karma Janma. But once we approach a teacher, he will give us a birth again. What is that birth called as? Gnana Janma. What is the Janma? How many times we are born? One is from our parents, the other is from our Acharya Samskarana. But these two gives us an opportunity to realize God. Fine, but why should we be thankful to God? These two are people making us realize God, no? But why should we be thankful to God? Because God has given these two for us. Who has given these two? Your brother has given you 100 rupees. So you are thankful to your brother. But who has given that 100 rupees to your brother? Your parents, no? Yes or no? So should be thanked to your parents or not? So I am very happy to be part of this. And this first sloka should be our guiding light, and it should transform each one of us. Whether you are a teacher, student, or anybody, we should make the best use of the facilities here and make an impactful journey. I would want to end this my discussion with you with a small story. I have 2 more minutes. Yeah. One student has gone to an acharya. Like Valmiki ashram, he has got a student like me. So I have come to this ashram to an acharya, and I asked, Swamiji, I want a mantra. Then in those days, unlike these days, mantras or upadesas are not given directly. First we have to do acharya susrusha. We have to serve an acharya. Once we serve an acharya, once the acharya is happy, based on our eligibility, he will decide which mantra to be given. Yes or no? It is not that you can go and tell, give me Narayana mantra, give me Shiva mantra, or give me Narasimha mantra. You cannot go and tell. He will decide what mantra you deserve based on your acharya susrusha. So this student has gone to him. He said, okay, boy, you stay here, do acharya susrusha, kainkaryam or seva. After that, I will tell you, I will decide what to be given. Then this guy has served without asking. The acharya has not paid a single rupee, and he has served for 1 year. Then he has gone to the acharya and said, 1 year is over, no? Can you please give me some mantra? Then he said, you are not yet eligible. Second year he has gone. He said, you are not yet eligible. Third year he has gone. He said, not yet eligible. This guy got frustrated and stopped asking. Like that, he has served for almost 7 years. How many years? At the end of 7th year, Guruji has called. Okay, you come. You are eligible now. I am giving you this mantra. And he says, Om Ramaya Namaha. What did he give? Om Ramaya Namaha. This student was very happy. And he said, thank you, Guruji. After 7 years of torture, you gave me one mantra, so I am very happy. Let me not stay here anymore, I will go out. And then he decided to go out because he got the mantra, right? So he went. The moment he stepped out, he saw people carrying a corpse, a dead body. And these people were chanting, Raghupati Raghava Raja Ram, Patita Pavana Sita Ram, something like that. Then this guy got offended. My teacher has given me Om Ramaya Namaha. This Rama word is known to these people also. People who are carrying dead bodies, these people also know that Rama mantra. So my acharya has cheated me. Correct? Okay, leave it. I am excusing him. And then I moved forward. Then there was a beggar who was chanting Annamo Ramachandra, Annamo Ramachandra. What was the beggar saying? Anna means food. Please give me food, Ramachandra. This guy said, dead body is okay. For food also, people who are begging also, those people also know. This is not a normal cheating. It is cheating at the highest level. Then he went to a river to drink some water. There a dhobi was washing clothes. And the dhobi, usually dhobis when they wash clothes, to forget their pain, they keep chanting something. They make some noises. Or some names, some songs they sing. One guy was chanting, Rama, 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 and he is chanting. Then he realized even a Dhobi also knows. What kind of Acharya Sushrusha these people have done to know the Rama mantra? Will you get angry or not? The teacher has cheated you or not? Just by making you work for 7 years without paying you a single rupee, not giving you any education, only one time food, and making you sleep on the ground, no AC. Okay? After doing all these things, and you realize that whatever he has given you is copy paste from Google, huh? You will get angry or not? Same thing was the feeling for that student also. He took a knife and then he wanted to kill that Acharya. What do you want? You want to kill that Acharya. And then this guy was coming from there, this Acharya figured out something is wrong. Something has gone bad, so let me try to stop it. And then he came, you come out, he said. Why? He said, no, I wanted to talk to you. Then Acharya said, no, I will be behind this window only. You talk to me like this only. COVID protocol. Okay? So no physical, maintain 1 arm distance. Okay, so he maintained the distance and said, what is the problem? You have cheated me by giving a mantra which is copy pasted from Google and everybody knows it, and this is unfair. He said, okay, what do you want to do? I want to punish you. Okay, you will punish me. I am giving you that right to you. But only before punishing me, I wanted you to do me a small favor. Then this guy got agitated again. 7 years I have been doing favors to you only. Again one more favor. He said, please, one more favor. Okay. He gave a stone. What did he give? A small stone. And he said, don't sell it. I wanted to find the value of it. Can you please go to shop, inquire the value and come. Inquire the value and come. Okay. I am keeping my knife here only. So take care of this knife. I will go and take care of you. I will come back and take care of you. And then he went, and he first went to a stationery shop. Stationery shop means where books, papers, pens, all these things are sold. Then that guy has seen this stone and he said, wow, what a beautiful stone. It can be used as a paperweight. It can be used as a paperweight. I will pay you 100 rupees, he said. How much? 100 rupees. He said, okay, I will come back. And then he went to an artificial jewelry shop. How many of you are wearing gold? And how many of you are wearing artificial gold? These days artificial gold is more common, no? 1 gram gold. Yes or no? So that 1 gram gold shop he has gone. He has given that stone. Bah, super stone, it is shining. I can use it in my jewelry. He said, I will give you 10,000 rupees. How much? Okay, fine, I'll come back. Then he went to gold shop. That guy told 1 lakh. He went to a diamond shop. This guy, diamond guy, he asked, where did you get this from? He said, why do you require this? It's none of your business. You tell me what is the cost of it. Then he said, you wait here, and then he went and called 100. What is 100? Police station. In those days, police station was there. He called those soldiers. This guy is carrying a stone which is worth crores of rupees, billions of rupees, and it is highly unlikely that a common man like this who doesn't have a proper dhoti and kurta also carrying this kind of stone. I am sure this guy has stolen it from somebody, so please come and arrest him. So what happened to him? They came, arrested this guy and went. Finally this Acharya came and told that king that no, this is a stone that you have gifted me, so please leave him. Then this guy was shocked. He asked, it's the same stone, but different people have perceived in different values. What is the science? Guruji said the same thing. It is the same Rama mantra. What you use it for and how you use it for will decide your destiny. So, I gave you a mantra for different purpose. You chant, you will achieve your purpose. You don't be bothered about what is happening around you. That's noise for you. So, I want to say that it is the same Ramayana everybody reads. But the Ramayana that happens here should be in its best form of learning. Yes or no? The intent of your guru, the acharya who is sitting in front of us, is magnanimous, broad, and visionary. So understand, it is not any other school that you are coming into or stepping into. It is a location where you are coming to experience Ramayana, not to just read Ramayana. Right? So with that message, I think I offer my humble salutations at your feet, Guruji. And thank you each one of you for listening to me. If you have any questions, you can ask me. If I am in a position to answer, I will definitely answer. Otherwise, I will learn and come back. Any questions or any suggestions? You can tell that all that you have spoken is a crap. Any questions? Any suggestions? Yeah, please. We are, see, madam's question is, how are you planning to take your books to the next level? Already, we are doing lot of workshops. Online, we have started something called Culture Immersion Program. In Culture Immersion Program, we are getting students from across the globe and training them 1 hour every week. How much time? 1 hour every week in Ramayana. So that is one thing which we are doing. And then we are going to schools. Now 4 schools have implemented this as part of their curriculum. So they are taking this as regular curriculum. It is a conversation. It is ready to use textbook. If you see, whenever you get a chance, I think we will give you more books. In library you can check. After every chapter, there is a question answer session. And there is something called introspection mirror. We have created a mirror of Rama. And you look into the mirror of Rama. And then you fine tune you. You look into the mirror of Ravana. You look into the mirror of Sugriva. So we have created mirrors of the characters. So these are called as introspection mirrors. We are calling it as introspection. Atma Parasilana Darpana. Atma Parasilana Darpanam. Right? So this way it is more of ready to use textbook. So hence lot of schools are also implementing, and we are conducting workshops in corporates also. We are going to corporates and trying to address leadership issues like conflict resolution, all these things also. For example, conflict resolution is present in the best form in Ramayana. Rama, Lakshmana, Bharata, Shatrugna also there was a conflict in Ayodhya Kanda. Lakshmana wants to kill Bharata. Have you heard about it? But Rama resolved it. But Vari Sugriva, what happened? Ravana, Vibhishana, Kumbhakarna, conflicts. How were they resolved? What is the impact? So we can take this kind of stories and present. So we are trying multiple ways. Again with Acharya's grace and God's grace, it will go. Lot of other books are also coming up. Our plan is to produce 18 books on Ramayana. So now we have done 3 books. It's coming up. Yeah. Any other question? Okay. Dasoham. Jai Shri Ram.
A thing of beauty is joy forever. Today we had a wonderful session. Who is practically working for Ramayana, Srirama Chakaradhar, and we pray for his welfare, his health and long life to serve Sri Ramachandra. And just I want to share a few things. Today this academic year is starting. Every academic year we start with Valmiki Ramayana, the first shloka, Tapaswadhyaya Niratam, generally at evening session. And end that Valmiki Ramayana, month of April. So today this has become a good starting point. Tapaswadhyaya Niratam, Tapasvi Vagvidamvaram, Naradam Paripaprache, Valmikir Munipungavam. While he was talking about Tapasvi, I am remembered of an incident in Sri Ramanujacharya's life. Sri Ramanujacharya went to Tirumala to learn Valmiki Ramayana. His Acharya is Thirumalai Nambihal. And while he is going, Thirumalai Nambihal knows the depth of Sri Ramanujacharya. Therefore, he came down from the mountain to invite Sri Ramanujacharya. Sri Ramanujacharya also ascended on the mountain. He has crossed, I think, one mountain. There are 7 hills. Sri Ramanujacharya is in Galigopuram, it's the first mountain, I think. There, this Thirumalai Nambihal comes. Sri Ramanujacharya prostrates before Thirumalai Nambihal. With clasped hands, Sri Ramanujacharya said, "To invite me, you have come all the way. You might have sent a small boy for this matter." Because he was, this is another story, I don't want to go into it. He was tying his leg and coming. To stop that, Thirumalai Nambihal has come. So he is asking, to give this message, why should you come? Some small boy from Tirumala can come. Thirumalai Nambihal said, "I did not see anyone smaller than me. Therefore, I have come here." This is the humbleness of the great Acharya. And this humbleness here is attributed to a Shishya. Even if Acharya has that humbleness, definitely Shishya has to have. And that is this tapasvi. As we saw today, we have seen today 3 qualifications of a Shishya. With that great humility, paripapracha, with that humbleness, a Shishya has to approach Guru. Coincidentally, Brahma Sutra also starts in the same way. Atha, Ataha Brahma Jigyasa. As if here Valmiki also starts with the same thing. Brahma Jigyasa here is given as Etadichami Aham Shrotum Param Kautuhalam Hime. Okay, so in that way it goes. And after going through Ramayana for several years, as he said, learning Ramayana is a very great thing. Sri Ramanujacharya went to Tirumala to learn Ramayana after writing his Brahma Sutra Bhashya and Gita Bhashya. So, even after writing Brahma Sutra Bhashya, not learning Brahma Sutra Bhashya, after writing Brahma Sutra Bhashya, he felt there is something which has to be learnt from Valmiki's Ramayana. Therefore, he went to Tirumala. He did not see Ramayana as just a small literature work. So, he wants to understand the tone of Ramayana, Munipungavam. Munipungavam is wonderfully brought as the one who dwells in tone, okay, bhava, or dhvani, vyangyartha, suggestive meaning, okay. And Sri Ramanujacharya wanted to learn that suggestive meaning or vyangyartha. Only for that he went to Thirumalai. And here, this after reading, after going through Srimad Ramayana for several years, and after publishing the books, one Tavasmi, another one Tapasvi, Sri Ram Chakaradhar was blessed with twin children. His daughter's name is Tavasmi and his son's name is Tapasvi. That is how they are named. And I am remembered of, in Chennai, there is a very famous Advaitic scholar whose father named him as Tattvamasi. Okay. Here, for Visishtadvaita, Tavasmi. Tavasmi is in fact, Periyachambillai compares Tattvamasi and Tavasmi in his Vyakhyanam. And Tavasmi is a wonderful name. Yashasvi, sorry, Tapasvi, Tapasvi. Sabuparu Rama, Tapasvi Raja, Hanuman Chalisa says. Tulsidas calls Rama as Tapasvi here, Tapasvi Raja. So, and his book, this Tavasmi book, is a very practical book regarding guiding the children, youngsters in Ramayana. The book's preface is written by, Shri is given by the great Acharya, Tridandi Chinnajiyar Swamigal. And also, the Prime Minister, Narendra Modi, has written a preface. Okay, sorry. Vice President, nice. So, you can go through that book, and also we will have Tapasvi and Yashasvi here. Books. Yeah, children also, no problem. No, he was just blinking his eyes. Tapasvi and Yashasvi are going to come here. Then he saw, as if asking, children are going to come. So books, we can go through that book. It will be very nice, and he definitely is a very great inspiration to youngsters like us, children like us. We also have to dedicate our life for Ramayana, Rama Seva, like our Shriram Chakaradhar. Dhanyavadaha. Sita. Now let us honor Sri Ram Chakaradhar here. Rama. எடுத்துடலாமா அதை? ஓகே. என்னம்மா? ஆமாம், 2 பேர். இது ராமஜன் பூமி இல்லையா? சரி, 2 இருக்கா? ஓகே. இல்லை, பரவாயில்ல. எடுத்துடலாம். அவருக்குமே டைம் ஆகும்னு நினைக்கிறேன் இல்லையா? அங்கே ஸ்ரீராம் ராம். Valmiki Ramayana. Yeah. Okay, sure.
It is available here?
I'll see. Yeah.
Who will buy it?
Yeah, no problem.
I called somebody, but they said
Out of print. Yeah. Oh, it's out of print. I'll see whether it is. கொடுக்கலாமா?
கூட வந்திருந்தாங்க.
அவார்டு கொடுக்குறியா? ஐயோ. We are inviting the co-workers of Shri Ram Chakaradhar.
They have left their family and came for working on.
Very nice. They were working in USA and I think in Netherlands, and they have come for Ramayana to India. They returned to India for Ramayana. And this is from Rama Janma Bhoomi, this shawl. Sorry, your name? Sharada ji. She is Srimati Sharada Deepti and Srimati Janhavi ji. So after breakfast, the sessions will be starting. You can coordinate with Srimati Gayatri ji for classes. And,